afternoon and welcome to Fast Horses Today. Today is Thursday, it's August 8th, and it starts up a new racing week over at Del Mar. So let's get started. I like the late pick 5 here, which starts in the 4th race at Del Mar. Now, this has an approximate post time of 3:35 Pacific, so that's 5:35 here in the Central Time Zone. So let's get started here. We've got about an hour and a half to go, about 2 hours before post time, so we'll have enough time to do this and get your bets in. So 4th race, $16,000 claimer, 3-year-olds only at 5.5 on the dirt. This is pretty much your bottom rung there in Southern California. So, just in studying this race, a lot of horses here just don't have much talent, and, they're dropping in trying to figure out how they can get a win at Del Mar. So be that as it may, I found a horse that I'm going to single here, and the 9 horse with Princess is Olivia for Bob Hess. Now, Bob Hess gets this horse from Michael Ann Ewing over there in Kentucky. Michael Ann, she claimed this horse for $30,000 back in early June, and the horse broke her maiden for $30,000. But what I liked about her was that she kept some pretty good company early in her career. Last year, she was running in some nice maiden special weights over at Churchill Downs and at Oaklawn, and she ran into a horse named Torpedo Anna and was not ashamed by that horse. So she finished 3rd to Torpedo Anna, which is certainly a nice thing, and it would certainly put her in the winner's circle here. So they're putting the blinkers on. I just hope Joe Talamo knows what to do with this horse. Joe has not been riding too particularly well or winning races. He's got a couple long shot winners from what I recall here at Del Mar. So I don't know. I think there's probably one way to go with blinkers on. Get out. The horse has shown speed. Get out and just best a field that you're better than. 6-1. I think it's a nice single to start it off. That would be the 9 horse. Princess is Olivia. Let's go over the 5th race. 5th race. These are babies, California 2-year-olds. These are running on the grass, 5 furlongs on the grass. So, kind of a challenging race because you don't know where some of these horses want to do. If they do want to be grass sprinters or what they might want to do. So I've got 3 horses here that I'm going to put in. I'm going to put the 1 horse who was Orange Thunder for Craig Lewis. Kazushi Kimura takes the ride. Now, Lewis is not really known as a first-time trainer to be getting horses out, first time to win. But, the one hole certainly seems to be a good place to be. This horse works out a trip. She should be running at the end. And the horse is 7-2, so no secret there. I'm also going to put the 6 horse who was Brazen Gator for Peter Miller. Umberto Rispoli takes the call. This horse shows some fast works. And, again, this is Peter Miller does have horses ready to go first time. And, horse been working out at San Luis Rey. Gets Rispoli on her. Rispoli's certainly done a lot right on the turf course at Del Mar for this meeting. So 8-1, why not put this horse in there? Then I'm going to put the favorite who is Nell's Legacy. Nell's Legacy, big purchase, $325,000 purchase for a Calbred. Wow, that is a lot of money. Horse by Go Zapper out of a McLean's Music mare. So, we've got speed on the bottom side. We've got distance on the top side. Horse has been working out nicely. They put the horse in at 7-5, Antonio Fresu. So I'll put the horse in here. We got the 1, 6, and the 7. All right, now let's go over to the next race. Next race is the 6th race. This is another California maiden special weight, 3-year-olds and up here, and this is a dirt race. So, again, this is kind of an even field as well. Here, there's a horse here that is the program favorite, the 1 horse, Cody Boy, who I do not have. I'm not putting this horse in, playing against this horse. I'm not really sure why this horse is the favorite, but let him get bet, let him get put on a lot of pick 5 tickets. I'm not putting this horse in. Going to be playing against this horse. I'm going to go with the 2 horse, who is Be Punctual for Edward Freeman. Edward Freeman has Mario Gutierrez on board. Gutierrez has been riding that horse. This horse has been running on turf exclusively. And, just running some even races, but can't get there. It hasn't broken his maiden. In 7 starts, has a 2nd and a 3rd. They probably figured out maybe we'll try the dirt here. But dirt might be what this horse wants. I'll have another out of a Square Eddie mare. Has a really nice workout last out, a 46 work. 2nd out of 62 on August 2nd. So this horse is 5-2. I think this horse has one way to go. Probably just go to the lead and be up front there. That seems to be the winning recipe on those mile dirt races over on the dirt at Del Mar. So Be Punctual, be tough. I'm also going to put the 3 horse who is Bart Simpson. That's a crafty name. I like it. Richard Baltus trainer here. Now, this horse has 1 start over at Los Al. And, started in a sprint race, kind of pushed out for the lead and ran, towards the lead in a 6.5 furlong race over at Laussell. And, I don't know, maybe it was just kind of get this horse out there and get a race under his belt. I think my horse might improve, second time out. Horse ran with a horse named Unzip Me Lord, who I liked Unzip Me Lord last time that horse ran on the on the turf over at Del Mar a few days ago. Horse kind of broke poorly, and we might see a better effort out of Unzip Me Lord. But this horse ran third to Unzip Me Lord, so I think Bart Simpson certainly could get this done here at 4-1. He has Abel Cedillo on the horse. Cedillo seems to do pretty well on these dirt route races. I'm also going to put the 4 horse, who is Silver and Black, Bob Hess. I got Bob Hess a couple times here. This horse is 8-1. Maldonado takes the call first time, which I like. I always think that's a good move when Maldonado takes the call first time. This horse has had a break. We haven't seen this horse for almost a year. The horse ran in late August of last year at Del Mar. Had been keeping company in maiden special weight races on turf. So now they bring this horse back after a layoff, put the horse on the dirt here for a mile. Horse shows a pretty good work last time. And, has several pretty good works. So, certainly could factor in here at 8-1. Then finally, I'm going to put the 5 horse, who is It's My World, for Leonard Powell. This horse gets a rider upgrade. Had Laprida on him last time. Now Hernandez takes the call. So last time this horse ran, was a second time out at Santa Anita, ran a mile in the dirt. The horse ran kind of a rough race. Was hung out wide and was, pretty much took the whole trip wide. Ended up finishing second, which I thought was pretty impressive, considering that you didn't really want to be wide on the turns at Santa Anita on the dirt routes. It seemed to take a lot of steam out of a lot of horses. This horse ran on. So I think this horse, certainly has a good ability. It's My World, 9-2. Hernandez takes the call. Definitely a positive jock switch there. So that's the 2, 3, 4, and 5 in this race. All right, now let's go over to the next race, which is the 7th race of the day. 7th race is a California allowance race, 6 furlongs on the dirt. This is for fillies and mares. And, I also think there's a very, kind of evenly matched competitive field. There's 9 horses here. I don't have a strong opinion. I've got 4 horses here that I'm going to put in. I'm going to put in the 3, who is Fly of Fantasy, for Jeff Bondi. Now, this horse has had a pretty long vacation as well. Last time we seen this horse, she was running over at Santa Anita back in May of last year. And that was in the Golden State Juvenile. So this horse has kept some stakes company in 3 of her 4 starts after she broke her maiden. So they must have thought a lot of this horse after a big maiden win, put her in 3 straight stakes. And, horse ran a couple even races and then didn't run well her last time out. But, they put her on the shelf, so obviously something happened there. Now they're bringing her back, taking the blinkers off, adding Lasix. A lot of different changes here. Kent DeSormo gets the call again. Now, you know what, Kent? Not sure what you're doing, man. Not sure what you're doing, but you're certainly, you got to start riding better, Kent, because I don't know that they're going to put, give you mounts anymore if you're riding like what you've been doing. So let's see something here, man. 15-1, Kent DeSormo shows something here. All right, so I got the 3 Fly of Fantasy. I'm going to also put the favorite, who is Baby Kristen, for Bill McLean, Kazushi Kimura, again on the horse, 5-2 in the program. Now this horse, certainly has a lot of experience and a lot of wins. Facing a field of some horses lacking experience. So this horse ran last. We saw this horse over a week ago win at Del Mar on the dirt. On the turf sprint, 5 furlong grass race. And she just took the lead and just kept going. This is what this horse does. She's a speedster. She gets out and goes as far as she can go. They're able to take advantage of the condition. Again, now this being a dirt race, her having won on the turf last time, she's eligible for dirt here. So that's why the horse is in here, even though she has 10 wins. So she's 5-2, has some nice buyer figures. I'm not, this wouldn't be a horse I'd single. I've got 4 horses here, but I will put Baby Kristen in because, she does fit in this field. I'm going to put the 5 horse also, who is Sharp Ride. Sharp Ride, this horse out of the Peterson barn, and this horse has a sibling who we saw run a couple weeks ago, Thornhouse. And Thornhouse was a big winner. Thornhouse had a lot of steam on that horse. And there's a full sibling to Thornhouse. So I think, there's certainly a lot of talent here. Cedillo Takes the Call. Cedillo won with this horse back in June over at Santa Anita. It was a nice race, a starter allowance race, which she got in. But this horse has 2 wins out of 4 starts, so she's lightly raced. And, she's got a very talented older brother. So I don't know. I just think that this horse, could show something here at 8-1 in this Calbred field. Then I'm also going to put the 8 horse, who is TNT Nova, for George Papadromo, and Aguilar Takes the Call. Now, Aguilar has some live mounts today. Now, he was on this horse last time. It was her first start of her career, and she broke her maiden over at Los Al in a pretty nice race. She got out sharp. Her barnmate actually fought her for the lead, and she shook her off and then just kind of drew away in the stretch and ran a pretty nice race in a maiden 50. So she got a good figure there. The thing about the Los Al speed figures is that, they're a little hard to translate. Sometimes they don't translate to the other tracks, being Santa Anita and Del Mar. So we're going to see if that was a live race. We're going to see what TNT Nova's got. And, maybe a good position here stalking outside. 6-1, she might be live here. So we've got the 3, 4, 5, and 8. All right, now let's go to the last race of the day. Last race of the day is another California maiden special weight, 5 furlongs on the grass. This is 3-year-olds and up. And, again, these races have been tough because, it's all about positioning and trips. And it's hard to handicap that. When the gate opens, it's up to the jocks on where they want to put their horses or where they want to be, towards the front, towards the back. It's up to them. So you select your horses and you're at the mercy of the gate opening and getting a good trip. So I've got 4 horses here that I want to put in. It'd be nice to have a live ticket with some prices and have 4 horses coverage. Would be great to have. So I'm going to put the 2 horse, who is Dancing Forest. This is out of the Brendan Galvin barn. Now, Galvin brought horses down to Southern California earlier this year and has not done much there. This horse, the first starter, Dancing Candy. Dancing Candy has had some turf sprint winners in the past. Tyler Bass Takes the Call. I like the 2-hole position. This horse shows some fast work. So, it's all about Tyler Bass getting this horse out. And Bass has had his struggles over the years, where he's had some personal problems and things. But then when he's right, Bass is very, very capable guy, especially on a speed horse, and rides the rail really well. So I would just hope that Bass can get this horse out 5-1 in the program. This horse gets a nice inside spot on the lead, possibly. Might be tough to beat in the stretch. So we got the 2, Dancing Forest. And I've also got the 5 horse, who is Capital Outlay for Peter Miller. Peter Miller's got a couple of them here. Capital Outlay is the favorite in the program at 2-1. And also has the benefit of a race over this 5 furlong grass a couple weeks ago. Now, this horse kind of, pushed for the lead, ended up getting beaten to the punch by another horse, then just kind of stalked and finished up 3rd. So I don't know, at that time, horses were not doing too well. They were stalking. So I thought this horse ran a pretty decent race, being able to finish 3rd there. So I think maybe, gets this horse in ready for a race like this. This might be the speed of the race. Horse has certainly shown high speed and, can maybe get it done here. That's the 5 horse Capital Outlay at 2-1. Then I'm going to also put the 7 horse, who is The Scent. The Scent out of Paula Gary's barn. Paula Gary, limited starters, but Paula Gary wins some races, and he's won at some prices as well. This horse is not a price. Is 3-1 in the program, so, he's certainly not a price. Gets Aguilar on him. And as I mentioned, Aguilar has some live horses today. Pretty fast work last time at Del Mar, 59 and a 5th, handily from the gate last time. Could set this horse up nicely for this kind of race. Then I'm also going to put the 8 horse, who is Zip Ohm. Now, Zip Ohm, this is certainly a homebred for the Harris farm and for Carla Gaines. Unzip Me is the mare. This horse, Unzip Me has had some nice turf horses she was a nice turf horse herself, and then she's had some nice offspring as well, and a horse out of Ohm. So we saw a sibling to this horse run, as I mentioned a couple days ago, was Unzip Me Lord. And that horse, I think, had a little bit of a problem at the gate and didn't really run too well, that kind of wiped out the start. So I feel like these Unzip Me's are pretty good on the grass, and we'll see what this horse can do at 10-1 with Antonio Fresu. All right, so let's recap here. All right, to recap this pick 5, it starts in the 4th race. I'm going to single the 9 horse. That's the horse out of the Bob Hess barn horse coming from Kentucky. And we're going to go with the 9, with the 1, 6, 7, with the 2, 3, 4, 5, with the 3, 4, 5, 8, with the 2, 5, 7, 8. And that is a $96 ticket. So, I think it's worth playing. We'll know in or out after the first leg. If that single comes in, we'll have a nice ticket on our hands. So if that's your speed, you feel like going in, do what you need to do for that $96. If you want to narrow it down, play pick 4s within it, play pick 3s within it. You've got to do what suits you best. But, as always, I'm going to wish you first. Let's wish you some good trips. Wish all of us good trips, because that's going to result in good luck. That's certainly what's been happening over at Del Mar since their meeting started. And let's get some good, safe racing. So as always, I thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything, just gets you on the queue. And, when you see when new content comes, you will get it. And, like, dislike, make some comments. I certainly like to hear from you. Let's create some discussion. So as always, thank you so much for watching. And let's have a great day at Del Mar, where the turf meets the surf.